Hi, my name is Ileana.
Hi, my name is Rosanna.
And we're the Annas. What? Netflix is not going to call us anytime soon.
Yeah.
Hey Zenos, welcome back to my channel. Today we have my little sister, Rosanna. She hasn't really been featured in this channel too much, but there's someone you have met before. And that is her daughter, aka my niece Novelyn, which you met when she was just a wee little bean almost 5 years ago when I was taking care of her. And that video's still getting views. I don't know how.
Because my baby's special, that's why.
Alright, that's better. So, today we are going to be doing DIY mask lanyards that look a little something like this. Isn't this the cutest thing you've ever seen?
No.
Ever? You can leave. This is the latest craze in 2020. The apocalypse. What? The pandemic apocalypse fashion wear of the year. So this is the new thing now. And so we are losing masks. We are dropping them all over the floors. We're trying to figure out where to put them in our pockets, in our bags. How about just hang it around your neck with a lanyard? Like, just like how you use your keys and just like how your grandma has one for her glasses, you got one for your mask. Nice and fashionable, easy to make. And we're gonna make one today together. And we're gonna teach you step by step how to make your own DIY lanyard. Are you ready?
Yes.
It's not that hard. First, you're gonna need quite a few things. Not quite a few. This stuff, I don't know why this is here. You don't need this stuff. So this is just, I'll just move it. First and foremost, you're gonna need paracords. So it could be paracords or just very, very strong string, because obviously it's gonna be going around your neck and, you know.
I want paracord.
Right, so you can use paracord, which is very durable, very strong. Obviously, you don't have to necessarily use paracord. It's just, I like the aesthetic of paracord, and it's less likely to get tangled up and all messed up or whatever. So you're gonna need some paracords. Next, you're gonna need an assortment of beads. So I have these glass beads that I got from Amazon, and I also got these letter beads, which is great for when you're doing kids lanyards. You can put their names on it. Nobody could steal their stuff, and if they drop their mask, they'll be like, oh, that's so-and-so's mask. It literally has your name on it. On everything that you see in this video will be linked down below in the description box. So you're gonna need letter beads if you want to put your name on it. Keep in mind, this is 4mm thick. So when you buy your beads, you want to make sure you get the correct size. You don't want to have this thick cord trying to go through a tiny hole, if you catch my drift. Other than that, you're gonna need these cord stoppers or cord holders or whatever. This is optional, but this is very good if you like to kind of adjust your length, or if you have it for kids who like to have their longer things, and then you can tighten it up a little bit around your neck so it doesn't just kind of fall off while you're playing around and doing whatever. So you're gonna need one of these. And then you're also gonna need lobster clamps. So you don't have to get these ones specifically, though they will be linked below. I got these because when I first got this set together, it was to make it with kids. So kids, obviously, they struggle with little things like this. So these lobster clamps are very big. They're good for little tiny fingers. And then you have the D clamp on the back where you will tie your lanyards to. Got it? Get it? Good. Let's move on. So, first and foremost, you're also gonna need scissors and fire. Let's get some scissors up in here. So, you can use this one. So, first step is I'm gonna take this blue one here because I already have this set right here. So what you're gonna do is unravel your paracord. These come in 10 feet long packs, which is more than plenty to make a few. So if you could be doing like a little lanyard party, like with you and a bunch of people and stuff gathered around. So anyway, you're gonna take this and you're gonna wrap it around your neck to the desired length of where you want your mask to sit. So if you want it to sit a little bit higher, that's fine. If you want it to sit really low, that's fine. But once you get your desired length, you want to add 2 more inches to that. Why? Because when you tie the knot at the end, it kind of takes away a little bit of that length. So you want to make sure that the end length is where you want it to be when you're measuring it out. Once you figure that out, you're gonna take your string and you're gonna cut it at an angle. Don't cut it straight because it's gonna be a little more difficult to get it through the holes of your beads. So you want it to go at an angle so that it kind of acts like a little needle. If you know what I mean. At this point, you would take your lighter or your fire or whatever and just quickly seal the ends so that it's nice and melty, just like the original end. First of all, you're gonna take these little cord stopper thingies and you're gonna string them so that they end up at the very back of your thingamabob. You're gonna press it down and loop it all the way, here, and then you're gonna press it down and loop it right back. Okay. And then you just kind of even it out like so, and it'll be at the back. So when you string it out, and then you kind of determine from there what your left and your right side is gonna be. That only really matters if you're gonna put if you're gonna put letter beads and you're gonna spell something out, because depending on how you wear it is the way people are gonna read your thing. But for example, when I have this one, I have Lilox spelled on the left side, and then I have initials on the right side. So depending on the way that you wear it, people will be reading it a certain way. So you want to make sure that you keep track of what's left and what's right, so that when people read it, it makes sense. Excuse the shaky top-down footage. So, for example, here, this part is going to be sitting on the back of your neck, right? So you want to make sure that when you're stringing everything, people are going to be reading from left to right. So you want to make sure that everything that's going in the exact order is this way. Because if you put it here, like this on the left side, you're going to be reading it from her left side the wrong way. So you want to flip this one the other way, like so. So you want to string it in that way. For example, here, Lilox, when you're sitting on my left side, you're reading from left to right. And when you're sitting on my right side, you're reading from left to right. So obviously the C is upside down, but you get the point. So perspective matters when you're using letter beads. Just for simplicity's sake and to not get confused, make sure everything is lined up the way it is intended before you begin stringing. When you cut your ends the proper way and then you string it in, you just give it a quick twist. So these beads are about 3.5 millimeters thick or so. So this is the perfect size to string the paracord into it. And then you just pull, and then you continue. And also be sure that you string your letter beads the correct way, because even though everything is, you know, the correct order, you can still kind of string your beads letters backwards and it just won't make sense anyway. So like, what are you doing, child?
I'm cutting.
I don't know what you're cutting.
I was cutting in the diagonal way.
Yeah, you already frayed this, so you're gonna have to cut this part off.
I know.
This is why we have length insurance, people. So you're taking your string here, and then you're just giving it a nice little twisty twist, like so, ever so gently. And then as soon as it peeks its little head out from the other side, you just yank it. And say your prayers. So make sure your letters are facing the correct way. Here, there. So here it is. There. There. So at the end, this is what it should look like. This is my left side, which will read this way when it's hanging off my mask. And this is my right side, which will read this way when it's hanging off my mask. So it should make sense on both sides. If it's backwards, people are going to be reading it the wrong way, like this. That is not what we want. We want to make sure that this is facing the correct way. Obviously, if you are not using letter beads, then this whole thing doesn't even matter. You can skip this step. Ladies and gentlemen, the fact that she's even able to do this with those nails on is incredible. So, round of applause. So, now that we have our thingamajigs stringed, now comes the most annoying part. If you are not that good with tying a knot of any kind, you might want to get someone else to help you or watch 50 YouTube tutorials before you get this simple knot done. It took me literally an hour to practice how to tie a simple knot. No, you cannot just tie a regular bunny knot because it will slip. So the point is, you want to make sure you get a nice knot that's not gonna like fall apart. The only important knot is the one that attaches to the thing. I don't know what you're doing. You just completely jumped ahead and you just ruined the video. Have a nice day. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. You're gonna take 2 of these, obviously, one from either side, and then you're going to tie the end of your string to here. The way that I figured it out, it's the basic knot before when you're tying your shoelaces, that first little loop-de-loop thing, but you're kind of like doing it twice, if that makes sense. I'm gonna take your thingamabob and you're gonna string it. So you're going to do that very basic over and under, like when you're tying your shoelaces, right? You're gonna take the loose part right here and just go again. Face it the same way I'm doing it, so that way it's not confusing. So here we go. And take that part and go down, and this, and then bring it around the back. Once you do that part, you're gonna pull your little bead thingies down. Oh my god, you're gonna break your teeth. Pull from the top here. That's the good thing about paracords is like once they get their knots on, they generally don't come loose. They're meant for para stuff, climbing rock walls and things like that. That's what people use them for. That's what they're, So once you got your proper knot tied, it's not gonna come apart. Once you do that, then you wanna obviously secure your beads to the ends of your cords. So you can just do a very regular knot on the end here. So just a regular knot to keep the beads from gliding all around your thing. Make sure you line it up so that the actual knot itself ties up at the end of the sequence here. And then that is it. You have your beautiful mask lanyard, and then you just take it around your neck like so. Hook it on to your mask of choice, like so. So take it like so. What are you doing? We're not full sisters, you know that, right? This craziness does not run on my genes, just so you know. You have your mask here hooked on and beautiful and pretty. And then this part right here is the adjustables. You can adjust it behind you and bring it up like so. Bring it down a little bit. And there you go. There it goes. There it goes. There it goes. And then when you put on your mask, you see how it hangs beautifully there? So if you adjust it from the back as well, you can like kind of tighten it up here. So no one's just like, And that's it! We made a mask lanyard. And you did it too for following along this tutorial. Oh, I can't believe this. Oh, Jesus. This is the mask lanyards, and we did it together, spending quality time as a family. Thank you guys so much for watching. Leave me any comments, questions, whatever concerns down below on how to make this DIY. I want to see you guys make them and post them on social media and show me what you guys do. So easy stuff, customizable. You can do it however you want, especially now that the kids are going back to school. Some of them, kids, they be doing all kinds of extra stuff with their lanyards, throwing them all over the place and trading masks and all that kind of stuff. That's the last thing we need right now. So if you give them a mask with their name on it, nobody can steal their stuff, okay? So
Bam.
Make some for your kiddos. Tell your kiddos to make some. Easy stuff. So, thank you guys so much for watching again. This is my little sister. Thanks for showing up today. And I will catch you guys on the flip side. Peace out.